the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Cassie Heiter.
Well, we've got a lot going on this week. We're seeing lots of sun right now, but if you go outside, you know, it is extremely windy. Our storm trackers are out, but unfortunately, we're not tracking storms today. We're going to be tracking fires, and it looks like there is a fire in Marty Logan's shot. Let's go to Marty Logan's full shot. And Marty, it looks like you got a lot of blowing dust. Go ahead and give us an update on your location and what you've been seeing.
Yeah, when you hear a farmer say, I'm going to go dust my wheat in, this is what he's talking about. There's no moisture in the ground in the top of it anyway. You break the crust up, plant the seed, and you pray for rain. Well, when you break the crust, it's going to blow, and that's what's happening here. And this is just south of Fairview, just north of Fairview. I'm out watching for fires, and if one should happen, myself and some others are out watching, and we will be right on them. Back to you, Cassie.
All right, thanks so much, Marty. Yeah, our storm tracker is going to be out and about today, watching for any fires that could develop later this afternoon with the heating of the day and with these wind gusts that are already blowing towards 50 miles an hour. Let's go to Links 1. I'm going to show you the max wind gusts so far today. So Marty Logan, again, he's near Fairview. We've already seen a max wind gust of 48 miles an hour today, but we've seen several locations between about 35 to 45 miles an hour, even here in central Oklahoma. So that's going to be the trend as we go throughout the afternoon. It's going to be very blustery all across the state, but we could potentially see wind gusts as high as around 55 miles an hour from north central down into nearly southwest Oklahoma. So wind advisory in place for all of western, central, and northern Oklahoma. And then even overnight tonight, it still looks pretty windy. So current wind gusts between 25 to nearly 40 miles an hour in the metro. And you can see that 39 mile an hour wind gust in Fairview. We've got a 42 just north and west of Clinton and a 45 just south of Ponca City or eastern Garfield County. But as we go throughout the day today, we're going to keep these wind gusts going between 30 to nearly 45 miles an hour. Wouldn't be surprised if we do get some isolated wind gusts higher than that. And then overnight and into tomorrow, it's still going to be very windy. The one thing working in our favor tomorrow, the humidity should be a little bit higher. So the fire threat will still be there, but it will be at its highest today. And looking at our infrared, we're once again going to be watching for any hot spots. And I'm not seeing any right now, but the problem today is we also have some cloud cover. So that could be covering some hot spots, which is why we're going to have even more storm trackers out later this afternoon looking for any smoke in the distance. So we're going to be covering it throughout the entire day. So the fire threat high all across central Oklahoma. Now, the farther west you go, the humidity will be a little bit lower, and we could see wind gusts between 50 to 55. So that's where we have that extremely high fire threat across the west. Burn bans continue to add up today. We're adding K County to that, but no matter where you go, I certainly wouldn't suggest, even if you're not under a burn ban, to actually burn anything. That would be a terrible idea. This is our Chickasha camera up at our Lucky Star Sky Chem network. You can see the flag flapping around. We're at 84 degrees. That wind's out of the south, really between about 15 to 25 at least there, but 84 degrees in Stillwater already, 82 in Ponca City, 84 in Alvin, 83 degrees down in Altus. We've got an 81 in Jones, 83 in Chandler, and 84 degrees in Chickasha. So very warm once again this afternoon. Now, big picture just kind of showing how quiet things are right now, but overnight and into tomorrow morning, the humidity is going to be increasing. The low level moisture is going to start to increase, and we could even see drizzle in parts of eastern Oklahoma. But when do the storms move in? Well, right now it looks like by Wednesday morning we could have a couple of isolated showers and storms in the far west, but later in the afternoon and evening, the dry line moves just off to the east, and out ahead of that, we could see additional showers and storms, and that does include the metro, but the coverage right now looks to be a lot greater by early evening, more so east of I-35, but right now the metro does have a really good chance of at least getting some rain, with lesser chances out to the west. Today, though, temperatures climbing into the upper 80s to low 90s. 91 this afternoon in Alvin, 90 in Lawton, 87 degrees in Stillwater, and then overnight tonight we're dropping down into the mid to upper 60s. We're talking 67 in Stillwater, 68 in Alva, 70 degrees tonight in Ardmore. Tomorrow afternoon, not as warm, but still very warm. 80 degrees in Oklahoma City with the low 80s in the southwest. Wednesday afternoon, temperatures down in the mid 70s. Here comes the front, dry line out to the west. Right now, still a really good chance of showers and storms from central into eastern Oklahoma, but any one of these storms that do develop would have the potential of producing quarter-size hail and wind gusts of 65 miles an hour. So we finally have another chance of seeing some storms, of which could be severe. So the storm trackers will be out again. Halloween's on Thursday, and right now it's looking cool and dry. Jennifer, back to you.